Hey everyone, welcome to episode 8 of Canine Wizard TV, presented to you by Olive Branch Canine. In this episode, we're going to cover down on 3 ways to bond and train with your canine during mealtime. So I'm going to break these down into 3 specific segments. The first segment will be developing a ritual. Canines thrive with rituals. They want to know what the expectation is, so they want to know how to be successful and how to achieve that success by connecting with you and getting the reward or that interaction that they thrive for every day. So when feeding time, you can really make and emphasize a ritual during feeding time. 2, reinforcing name recognition and focus. Obviously, your canine is going to be pretty enthusiastic during feeding time, so that gives you the opportunity to engage with your canine and develop that bond with your canine and get them to perform small little micro tasks prior to feeding. 3, introducing a release marker. What I like to do is before I actually put their dish down and allow them to access their meal, I mark it with an OK. So what would we consider a release command? So what I'm going to do right now is I have a dish of food right here, and this may not be all of your dog's food or dietary intake for that specific meal. Another thing that this helps do while you're actually engaging with your dog prior to feeding time, it also helps with your mechanics of being able to get your timing right and manipulate a lot of things going on, which would be a food dish and your clicker and dispersing your food correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and get Suki out, and we're just going to do a few things before I release her to eat with an OK command.
As we discussed in previous episodes, you want to control your environment, your training exercises. As you can see, Suki comes over and tries to engage where she typically eats. There's nothing there. She sees a food dish in my hand, and she sees me offering that food. She offers her behavior, I pay her. If she offers an incorrect behavior based on a command, then I'll give her a negative marker. A wrong or whatever's appropriate at the time. Again, click pay and getting your timing down in the correct window. Do a little bit of engagement. You can see that enthusiasm and attentiveness and focus she has. Now, you can see my body positioning. If I need to step in to create a physical barrier, I do, to keep her from going to it, or I get her back and get her to re-engage on me and to focus on me. She does. I slowly set the food dish down. And then when she settles and she's clear, then I'll mark with the OK.
So again, develop that ritual for your dog so they know what the expectation is during feeding time. They're going to do it with enthusiasm, and they're going to come and interact with you. That gives you an opportunity to exploit that specific drive in the dog, which is food drive, which we've been doing thus far in the previous episodes and using to mark specific behaviors. Reinforcing name recognition and focus. As you can see, when Suki came out, she looked at me, she was really engaged. I made her move the little dispenser around a little bit to get her focus to be engaged with me. And lastly, introducing the release marker. You can see that as soon as I try to put down the pan or the feed tray, she was actually trying to go to it. So what I did is I slowly set it down. If I had to give her a negative marker, which was a then she was able to hold her position. I put it down, and then I gave her the OK command and released her to go eat. So establishing those boundaries will help you develop a great relationship with your dog and give you the opportunity to do small little micro training steps in sequence that will help your dog later on as you get more in depth with your training process. Never waste a repetition. That's what I like to say. Use those opportunities, exploit them, build that bond with your canine. Again, this is A-Rod coming to you from Canine Wizard TV, presented by Olive Branch Canine. Have a great day.